I used to go to this lady who used to make denim stuff. And I don't know if anybody even remembers Hyper back in the days. High Street Kensington. Well, there you go. Hyper. Yeah. So those that know. That's how we're talking old school. So not that old though. You know what I mean? Let's not get it twisted. But anyway, so yeah, I used to go to her to get my stuff done. But then I always asked her to keep doing these adjustments. And then one day I went in there and she didn't look happy to see me. And then she basically turned around to me and said to me, "Why don't you make your own bleep yourself?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Why are you just, because you're always coming in there, you always want to adjust stuff." And I was like, "Okay, you know what? I will." And then I studied tailoring, but then I found in the world of tailoring, my medium that I loved was denim. Like, I just loved the way it looked, felt, and I think it was underrated, like, and it wasn't being manipulated or being treated or being used the way I think it could be. So that's it. I fell into it, and now I'm known as the master tailor, literally the master tailor. Like, the phone rings and companies call, and I just keep doing me. Well, this one I kind of hold dear, and it's kind of like I've mixed old school vintage with modern day classic. So basically, this is based on a Levi's pre-1870s jean. So the way it's designed, basically all rivets. There's no belt loops, because back in the days in the miners, they never had belts as such. Everything they tied their trousers with rope, or literally use a cinch, which you find at the back of trousers. So I just thought to myself, well, you know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna purchase shirts or make them up from scratch, whichever one, but I'm gonna exaggerate the length greatly in it. So as you can see from this particular piece, it's got the exaggerated length in the back, where I put the chosen fabric in this one is a floral scuba kind of fabric. It's based on my personal needs, as in the size and the particular shape of it. But if I'm going to be honest and true to myself, the concept and the originality for the fabric and stuff is from my mum. She's had this thing for Hessian for years. She's always done, "Oh, you can make bags from this, you can make bags from this." Like, "Yeah, mum, yeah, whatever. So when I started the pop-up shop in Westfield, Stratford, I put some in there, and they went, they just literally flew off. When you take on something which is your own and you fall in love with it, 70 hours, 140, whatever hours a week, like, I just put it in, but I don't complain. It's like I do a lot of customizations and alterations and stuff where people literally just give me their product and they're like, "Oh, can you do that? Something with that, just work your magic." Which, when they say that, it is kind of like it's kind of a comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel good. Like, I mean, they rely on my ability to just do what you want. I would say the craziest thing I've done is the wedding dress. It started off as they came to me because obviously, because of my skills, tailoring is my background. So they knew that I do tailoring, so they wanted me to change their some of their bridesmaid stuff and so on, which is fine. And then when they realized, "Oh, what, you could do denim," and then it just so happened that the bride was someone who's really into denim. And she was like, "Well, what would you do if someone put in a request for a denim dress?" And I was like, "Well, I'd make it. But are you sure? Because, like, you've just spent this money on this dress." And so in actual fact, we did a mock. It wasn't even supposed to be the real thing. It was supposed to be a mock. She fell in love with it. Like, it was a no-brainer to her. It was like, yep. She refunded the money that she got on the original wedding dress, and she went with the one that I did. So, yeah, I've done pet jackets, like, a lot, and especially now, there's this craze, like, for cats. Like, these cat jackets, I seem to be doing a lot of denim cat jackets. And the thing is,
cat jackets.
yeah, and the thing is, when I think about it, it's kind of the only time I talk about it now, because I don't think I've ever tweeted it, which I've been doing a lot of cat jackets.
Distressed denim or, newly brought denim? You could only pick one.
Oh, God, distressed then, yeah.
So leather or denim?
Denim all day.
Denim. Where do you see denim going in, the next 5 to 10 years?
In the same direction where it's going now. It's just constantly evolving. You can remember, denim was a thing where you couldn't wear it in certain places. Like, if you were seen wearing denim, you was left outside the club, and so, or you couldn't go into certain venues, or you couldn't turn up to certain occasions. Now, denim is worn everywhere, well, virtually everywhere. But in 5 years, people, getting married in denim. People were going to getting MBEs by the Queen in their denim suit. Like, it just whatever. But denim is yeah, forever evolving. So I started it for just for myself. I just wanted to be out there to teach people the rudimentary ways of learning how to sew without all the complications of university giving you jargon which you don't learn nothing. The class, I teach how to use a sewing machine, I teach how to sew, I teach how to pattern cut, I teach how to alter, repair, and so on, draping, and so on. Virtually the whole spectrum. People basic illustrations of how to express themselves on paper to get their point across of an image. Because as much as people could say, oh yeah, I know what I want, it's in my head. Trying to get it from your head onto paper is completely different.